Hi, welcome, and thank you for joining San Diego Real Estate Talk with Rosita. I'm Rosita Perez. I'm your host and realtor with Coldwell Banker. My guests that are going to be on the show are experts involved when you decide to buy, sell, invest in property, or simply maintain your home. The goal is to provide resources so that you can make an informed decision to help you achieve your real estate goals. Today, I have a special guest with me. This is Christina Johnson, everybody.
Hi.
Hey,
Thank you for having me.
Christina.
Yeah.
Christina has been in real estate since 1999.
Yeah, I've survived a long time in this business.
That's something to be said.
Yeah.
Today, Christina is here because we are going to talk about real estate and divorce.
Yeah, I've been through my own divorce journey, and I think everybody has a different experience when it comes to divorce.
Yeah, I've been through it too. So it's not just the selling of the property. There's so many emotions involved in it.
Yeah, and I think the biggest question I had was, where's the first place that I start? And oftentimes, we get calls from people, saying, well, when do I need to sell my property? They haven't even started any of the other parts of the process that need to come before you deal with the real estate. So
Agreed, because you kind of are in a brain fog, right? You just kind of like, you're not stable because your whole life just blew up. And now what? Now you got to deal with the financial part. So let's get into a couple of challenges that happens when you are getting divorced, and then what happens to the property that you have. How do you divide it? I mean, there's so many thoughts that go through your mind. So I'm going to start with, there will be disagreements with the sale price, right?
yeah, most people, depending on their experience with the home, value it differently. One person might have a more personal experience with the property and the memories there, and the other person may just want to get rid of it. So there often are difference of opinions on the value of the property.
Yes, that's absolutely right. And I forgot to mention that this is such a huge topic that we are going to talk about the challenges. And then in our next segment, we will unpack all of that so that we can get into more detail. So again, number one is disagreements on the sale price. It's emotional. It's, I want to stand my ground, one spouse says, and the other one says, I just want to get it sold. I mean, and then you've got to come to some sort of agreement.
Getting people on the same page when things are already contentious and there's already so many emotions. It's a difficult task to undertake unless you have a third party that's helping you to navigate that.
As realtors, we're approaching this topic as how we can help with the sale of your home. There's so many other professionals that you will need going through this process. So we're specifically talking about when you're getting divorced, what challenges you have with the sale of your home. I just want to make that clear because there's so much.
There's a lot. And when you speak to, a realtor who's experienced in this, oftentimes it helps you navigate where to begin on the other aspects of that process. It may not be real estate first, it may be something else.
So then number two is the emotional attachment and sentimental value of the home. I mean, you've got a shared home, depending how long you have been married, you have children. There's a lot to cause stress in that situation. Would you say, Christina?
Yeah, definitely. A home means different things to different people. So, and there's a whole process to determining, who gets the property or when all those things, there's a process to that. And there's a sensitivity that needs to happen with managing expectations, managing emotions of both parties. One person may want to, like we said, just get it sold, and it may not be the most sensitive thing for the other person who's involved in the whole process. So it's a very delicate dance, helping two people get to that point.
Maneuver through that on top of everything else the heart is going through.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the third one is going to be financial responsibilities that kind of ties into financial motivation.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll dive into, really, like I said, setting expectations because the more contentious a situation is, the more expensive it can tend to become. And so if we can talk to people, from the very beginning and kind of get them on the same page as much as we can, in the long run, our hopes is to save them time, money, and stress.
And there's so much that goes into the whole financial responsibility of who's going to be paying the mortgage. The best person to help you with the financial part of your divorce is a divorce attorney, a financial advisor, lots of resources for divorce that we will include as a handout.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
And so we're moving towards number 4, timing and market conditions. This could stress a divorced couple out because as you're going through the divorce, there's things that are timed, right? It's like you got to sell the house by this time, you got to do X, but there's always a time frame, and you're on pins and needles. Hopefully it's not going to be a big to do because the market is a seller's market right now, but that's a huge concern for a couple.
Yeah, when should they sell? What needs to be done before they sell? Are they selling during a good time? They want to get the most value out of the home. All of these questions are going through their heads. And it also depends on the area. So we're obviously focused on San Diego. Our markets are very different. So we can give a guideline on things to consider and when would be the best time to maybe do that, but it also really determines on where they're selling.
Right. And then that just figuring out what to do with the sale of your home, that can be several court dates.
By giving them a guide, things to think about, things to discuss, it will make the process run quicker and more smoothly, maybe less court dates if they know the right questions to ask and the right answers that they need. So that's really what we're going to try to do.
To navigate these challenges, Christina and I, we've been divorced, we've gone through the process, we help other couples who are selling their home go through the process. And it can be very taxing. And you need a group of people around you who have specific expertise. Of course, real estate agents. And sometimes couples, Christina, have 2 agents that they work with, correct?
Yeah, we definitely put together a program where we can collaborate with another agent if there need to be 2 realtors involved. And that's something that we can also talk more.
You will also need, of course, a divorce attorney, financial advisor. Are there any other professionals that you could think of?
I would say accountant. We bring in our own personal vendors in situations. Oftentimes there are repairs that need to be done to the home that we need to, collaborate and get done. Along with attorneys, there are, if they want to go the self-help route, we have a self-help attorney to go through and some more information about that. And yeah, lenders. So we have lenders that can work with different kinds of loan programs. There are programs that are available that will help each couple possibly purchase, move into their new prospective homes and then sell the community property. And we also have property managers.
You need a whole team to get through this.
It's a whole community.
You really do. I mean, on top of therapy, let me just say that. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Yes, and life coaching. So
Yeah.
for sure, Rosita has life coaching that she can help with.
So just a group of people that can guide you, that can facilitate the negotiations, that can help ensure a smooth sale for your property, and so that you can move forward, right? Because this is not an easy process at all.
No, essentially the way I look at things is that the idea that people had for what their future would look like is now completely changed. And they now have to imagine their life in a totally different way. There's a big question mark. It can be very scary. So the more we can help make this part, smoother so that they can move forward to the next step in life, that's what we're here for.
We laid out some challenges that you could have as you go through a divorce and dividing up the real estate. It is a challenging time. Christina and I are here to help you through that so that you can maneuver through the struggles, the hardships, the heartache of having to go through divorce in a way that will help you to move forward. So, Christina, thank you so much for joining me today. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
So, how can people reach out to you?
They can just call or text me 858-334-9422. Instagram, it's at my big fat realtor life.
Oh, by the way, you've got to watch those videos. I'm cracking up laughing all the time. I'm texting her going, oh my gosh, that is so funny.
On TikTok as well. So I'm on there, but I do have some serious content. I am a serious realtor.
But there's so much that goes into being the best that we can be for our clients.
Yeah, and we really have to just laugh at ourselves and the things that happen to us in this business, because it is crazy. So that's really what I do on there. I'm just kind of making light of the crazy world of real estate. So yeah.
All right, you guys, thank you so much. When you have questions, please reach out. My number is 619-665-9086. My website is rositasells.com. See you next time.